Hey, welcome back to Shiva Das Ambient. This afternoon I'm in my office in the upstairs of my house. Normally you might have seen me in my practice space, which is down in the basement. This afternoon I just thought I would talk a little bit about just being creative, about learning new things. You know, it's not always just about playing guitar. It's not always just about making ambient music, whatever your instrument is, whether it's singing bowls or keyboards or guitar and keyboards, whatever it is. Part of my process is to just keep learning more. So I may have mentioned this on one of my other videos. When I play my music, I like to have my laptop next to me with a little MIDI keyboard. I have been using an M Audio KeyStation 32 key MIDI keyboard, just a very small, cheap, inexpensive keyboard, because mostly what I do is I use the keyboards and the synth for just some drone in the background. Normally I use MainStage, and that's really the only app that I have on my laptop right now. But I have been thinking about migrating to something else. So I did want to learn something new. So I brought my laptop up here to be more comfortable, because if you've watched any of my other videos, I'm usually sitting on the ground. So it's a little uncomfortable to sit like that for a long time and to properly see my laptop. So I brought it up here. I've got my laptop. I've got a Headrush FR 108 loudspeaker here. And what I'm going to do today is I'm trying out this new little keyboard, this new little MIDI controller by Arturia. It's the Minilab 3. It's only 25 keys, but like I said, I really just need it for triggering, you know, a couple of notes to have a drone, or maybe like a couple chords back and forth. And the reason I bought this is because it has a hold function or a latch function. I did have another synth, true synthesizer, that had some sounds on it that had this latch function. And the thing I liked about it is you could play a chord or a note, and it would sustain that note until you played another chord or another note, and then what you had played previously would fade out and it would be replaced by what you're playing currently. So that's a latch function. And I really like that. The M Audio 32 key KeyStation has a sustain button on it, but when you play that, whatever your chord you're playing, when you sustain it, or whatever note, if you play another note or another chord, what is already being sustained remains. So I thought I would try something different. With the hold function, if I just want to have one chord for a drone, I can do that. But if I did want to replace it with another chord or another note or whatever, this should do the trick. My friends at Sweetwater did some research for me, and most of the synths today have that latch function, but most MIDI controllers apparently just have, if they have any function at all, it's a sustain function. So, but my buddy at Sweetwater did some research, and he found that the Arturia, he found that the Arturia MIDI controllers do have this hold or latch function. So I'm going to try this out. So this is something new for me. I'm going to hook this up. I'm not going to do this on camera, but I'm going to hook it up to my laptop, get everything synchronized, and just going to play around and see how it works. I've also been thinking about buying some additional software. I've been really interested in some software from Emergence Audio. They have some really nice ambient sound packs. So I'm thinking about investing in that. It'll be another player that I have to figure out. I think all of the sound packs come with the player to play the sounds. And I'm sure there's some way I can probably integrate that into MainStage, but these are things that I don't know yet. This is why I'm saying that it's always important for us to try to keep learning. And I'm trying to learn this year especially. I'm trying to devote myself to learning more about the synths because, you know, even MainStage, I use the stock sounds. I haven't gotten into tweaking any of the sounds except for a Native American flute sound, which I did add some echo and reverb into. But I just use the stock sound, so I really don't know much about it. And it's like that with a lot of stuff. So what I'm trying to say in this video, folks, is to just keep learning new things. If you're like me and you play synth and things like that, but you really don't know how to play keyboards, like I'm not a keyboard player, then learn a little bit more. If you have guitar pedals, maybe really get into the full functionality of them and get into learning more chords. Always be learning. If you record like I've recorded before, but I have just used MainStage. Recently I bought Logic Pro, and it's on my computer over here, but I really don't know much about Logic Pro. GarageBand, I can get my way, I know my way around GarageBand, but Logic Pro is more sophisticated, and I'm dedicated to sometime this spring really diving in and really learning. I'll probably watch some tutorials. Like I'm going to watch for the Minilab 3, they have a bunch of tutorials on this. I'm going to try to use this. And the thing that I like about this is that M-Audio key station doesn't have much functionality. It does have a little bit, but this has a lot of functionality. It had some sliders, some knobs, and different things. So I don't know much about it yet, but I think that I might be able to integrate some of this stuff even into MainStage. So maybe I can control. I'm thinking that maybe with these pads, I might be able to synchronize it so that my main sounds that I use in MainStage, I can trigger from here rather than going on to the trackpad on my laptop and searching around for the next sound that I want to use when I'm performing. Anyway, folks, that's it. Just keep learning, keep playing, keep experimenting. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to mess things up. Just enjoy yourself. It's good for us to keep our mind fresh by learning new things. So read a lot of books and enjoy. All right, folks, I'm going to get back and dive into this. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day and enjoy making ambient music. Bye-bye.